What's going on, Virgo? During your pre-shuffle for this month of February, I keep getting the World card. The World card keeps popping over, so there seems to be some sort of new beginning or recent ending that actually paves way for your future here. And that's just before I get started here. I'm going to be doing a basic Celtic cross here, Celtic, whatever. Bleh. Anyways. This is your theme of the week, though. Your theme of the month, I should say, is the Six of Pentacles. A card of balance, a card of giving, a card of charity, a card of maturity. So, let's continue here. In your past, the Four of Wands. In your present here, the World. Didn't I just say the World card was very significant for you at this time? Because I think that's what's going on here with the World, is that you're going through some sort of new beginning here, and you could have been dealing with a fixed sign, uh, and I'm getting a lot of fire, so I might be thinking it's a Leo, especially with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is somebody who was possibly a friend to begin with, or you might have saw something there that could have led to marriage, or even possibly like a lifelong bond. And I think here it's ending, but this ending I think is a good thing. It's considering the theme of the month here is giving. So I think this paves the way for your higher purpose here, Virgo. And in your future, you have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is somebody who's dreaming, somebody who thinks. I think this might be even your card too, Virgo. It's double Earth, Page of Pentacles. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it's somebody who is a dreamer, somebody who is thinking about becoming more than they actually are. And I think that's what you're doing here in the future, is becoming more than you actually are. So, how are we going to achieve that here, Virgo? So let's see what to strive for. The Four of Cups. I would say what to strive for here is really your patience. I think that kind of stuff is key. And holding back your own emotions, I would have to say, because he's sitting here and he's bored, but if that's something you have to strive for, I wouldn't get bored necessarily. I think you might be getting bored from the way you're going to approach this way of living. And I don't know where I'm getting that from. This new way of living is changing for you. You're going through some sort of major change here, and I'm surprised I haven't seen the Tower, the Death card, things of those that represent change. So let's see what your not hopes and fears, but something you hide from the world is the Judgment. I think you're hiding this new rebirth. I think you're hiding the world. The world comes after the Judgment. So I think that's what you're hiding is the fact how you got to this world moment, how you got to this new found thought process. I think that's what you're hiding from the world. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so, but could be depending on the person who you are. So let's continue here. Your hopes and fears, the Ace of Wands. Obviously, a new beginning is giving you some sort of anxiety here, especially with all these flames here. I see a lot of fire energy here. And Leo, Four of Wands, Ace of Wands. I think your anxiety levels when it comes to making actual difference here is affecting you, Virgo, especially with the Page of Wands. Or the Page of Pentacles, I meant. I'm sorry. Like it's somebody, like I said, it's somebody who's dreaming. It's not somebody who's really doing or actions. It's all thought, no action. And I think that actual action is holding you back here. So let's see what people think of you. I mean, the Sun card. I mean, people see you expanding. People see you shining. People see you during this rebirth. So whatever you're trying to hide from the world, Virgo, I think people are starting to see that you're becoming a lot more brighter, a lot more happier, or that things don't affect you. But obviously, there is things that affect you, and that's the new journey that you're trying to start. So you might even think that some people are a little ignorant when it comes to this or how it comes to you, especially with the child here in the sun card. Child is, they don't really think. They're not really rational. So, that goes to tell me that, I think you see these people around you as people that don't really know the real you. So let's continue here. Your mental state. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Swords, I meant. Yeah, I feel like you're suffering from all this anxiety here that it's like a constant walk of pain and struggle from whatever you were dealing with. And I think it really was some sort of friendship or relationship that happened that ended, and that's changing your life for the better. Because I did a previous reading for you that I deleted that basically expressed a similar notion to this. I think that is your theme of the month here, is learning to accept here with the Six of Pentacles, learning to accept somebody giving you guidance, learning to accept what life brings you, because this could be, metaphorically speaking, life in itself. This man here handing you coins, this in itself could be life, trying to hand you abundance, trying to hand you a higher thought process so you can live on with your life and be the world. So, with that said, what's the outcome here? The Justice card. Things are going to balance out. They're going to fall right in the place for you here, Virgo. The balance card is a woman who stands up straight. Your thought processes, you see how in the Ten of Swords in your mental state, and then all of a sudden the outcome is the sword on the Judgment card. You're conquering this mental anxiety here. You're conquering what it is that's holding you back in terms of your thoughts, and you're balancing them out, and you're becoming in your own power here, Virgo. The Justice represents Libra, so you could be dealing with the Libra, but I think that, it's short, and I think this month here for you, Virgo, is your first steps to going into a better direction. This paves the way for your future. I think this month is a very significant month for you, for the specific Virgo I'm talking to. And that's not for everyone, but you see how in the Justice card, it has her foot sticking out. And that leads me to believe that this is a significant month for you for your starting line. And what else do I have to really say here besides, good luck, Virgo, because as soon as you conquer these fears of the Ace of Wands and your anxieties, which you definitely will, you're definitely conquering your thought process and balancing out your thoughts and coming to inner peace with your thinking. But when it comes to actually doing, I think that's something you would possibly want to work on here, Virgo, especially when it comes to, let's see, what does the Ace of Wands want you to know? The Eight of Pentacles. So they want you to know to understand your own power, understand your own strength, understand that you can build whatever it is that needs to be built in your life. Eight represents power, justice, balance, authority. And it's crazy because you have the Justice here, So this authority that you're trying to pave the way for, or that, my God at least wants you to know, is that you need to keep moving forward towards your own inner strength. I think this thought process, when it comes to the people that are around you, I think these people do see you as a son and do care about you. I think you have somebody that you care about that I think you neglect, especially with your thought process around other people to begin with, is very negative. There is somebody here that, because the sun can also represent innocence, right? It's the sun, it's the beginning, it's the one, it's the child here. It started this entire little universe that we exist in. So I'd say, like, be more accepting of other people's care for you, because I think that's what's making you feel so alone. Because here I see nothing but alone cards, even though the judgment here is not really a lone card. It's just a rebirth card, but you could also represent alone, because that could be you sounding that trumpet for others. I feel like you're lifting up others and nobody lifts you up. It's such a self-defeating thought to have, and I think, Virgo, that's something you're going to conquer, because I think that that's not really the positive thing, or the mature thing to think. It's a very childish way of thought, especially with the sun. So I think people's premonition of you to begin with is a little bit childish, is a little bit somebody who, shines bright. So there's so much that people think of you, that the fact that people even think this much about you to begin with, Virgo, um, just shows to the strength of you to begin with. So I think, in my opinion, people may necessarily know who you are, and they may necessarily not. It all depends on your own specific story here, Virgo. And let's see what the Four of Cups is about, what to strive for. What does that mean? Two of Cups. Another card of partnership, though. Another part of giving. I think you need to have equal give and take when it comes to your own friendships. I think, I feel like people here reach out to you, and you just sit there like, nah, I don't want to talk to them. Nah, they're boring. But here, like, as soon as you exchange wavelengths, as soon as you exchange uh, a partnership or friend, this could even be business, to be honest, because I'm seeing Pentacles for your basis for the month, and then, Page of Pentacles. So this could be, honestly, a business that you're trying to start, but it's not getting off its feet, because here you are not accepting the ideas, or more so the emotions and the wisdom of other people around you, because feelings represent wisdom, because your gut feeling comes from knowing a same exact scenario that happened in your life that will possibly happen again, and I feel is a wisdom thought. I really think that's all I have to say here, Virgo. Let's see what the Ten of Swords is about. Get a little bit more insight. Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords, I meant. Bleh. You're getting confused today. I'm sorry. Yeah, just another card of conquering. Like I said before, you're conquering these negative anxieties and thoughts that plague you, and you're doing it without thought. I think that's the key here, is doing it without thought, if that makes sense. Because here, the Knight of Swords, he's somebody who's a warrior. He's somebody who doesn't think. He gets an order, he does it, right? And I think that's what you're trying to manipulate your mind into thinking, is that, stop thinking that way. Okay. Stop. Boo-hoo me. Stop. Basically that. I think that's all I had to say here, Virgo. So, thanks for sticking by me here, Virgo, and I hope I see you in the next one.